got my Drake and my Glock, I might mismatch. 4 shot, 2 dead is on the dispatch. Why you thirsty for that back door? Melly got a splat. Oh, God smoke. Oh, God smoke. Oh, God smoke. Fuck Lil Mom. Oh, God smoke. Now what I said? Damn, them niggas all dead.
All the real the dead are gone, bro. Like our city just up now, bro. Just pay attention to the social media.
I can tell you what I did 10 years back in the field and this way before rap. Shout out, get back game, man. Get back. For grandson, who will come blam some. Hop up out the steamer, squeeze this to my hands. They would beat the body, now the trenches call me Rocky. Shout out the members, them my partners.
Hey, what's up, baby? It's low in and no end.
No win, no win. Hey, what's up, man?
That's right. That's right.
No win.
I'm young nigga who get that check and I don't have problem sex. I'm young nigga who pop my shit, they say I'm cocky and rich.
That's how it go. Live by the gun, die by the gun.
For sure. I know that already. I ain't
So
ducking
saying
shit.
whatever you got coming to you.
I swear to God, I heard.
Don't be sad.
I heard a lot of y'all ass, but my son, I know what's coming to me. Y'all just gotta get there.
I don't want no more crying for me, bro. Don't cry at my funeral. On card, get wild. I need 20 for 1, yeah?
You shot's great, but you shot late. Hi, Lem. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
THF Bayzoo, real name Devontae Collier, has long been a fixture in the Chicago rap drill scene, known for his gritty lyrics in association with the THF Tay-Town Hustlers family set. Zoo has collaborated with OTF artists and appeared in several viral street anthems. He is associated with notable figures like Lil Durk and the late King Von. Bayzoo has gained a significant following on social media, particularly on Instagram, where he has over 180,000 followers. Bayzoo is known for his work on THF Bayzoo and King Von Beat That Body 2018. As a rapper, he has contributed to the Chicago rap scene, which has been influential in shaping his music style. THF Bayzoo, real name Devontae Collier, was aware of his surroundings, and he knew exactly what coming from this part of Chicago meant. Being a drill rapper at that, and rapping about your dead ops, rapping about their dead family members and loved ones could come with very, very dangerous consequences, deadly consequences at that. The unlimited ops that THF Bayzoo dissed on this song is unbelievable, kind of making it hard to figure out, who would possibly want THF Bayzoo dead if not all of these ops of his on this song did not want to cause some type of harm to Bayzoo after he released this diss song.
Woozy damn that losses like trying to get next to Dookie. Surround down with them choppers, I'ma shoot a movie. I got my Drake and my Glock, I might mismatch. 4 shot, 2 dead is on the dispatch. Why you thirsty for that back door? Melly got his shit splat. Don't get it twisted cause I rap, I still a kill about that money. For thinking this shit was funny. Hey, keep out to the border. Oh, God smoke. Oh, God smoke. Fuck these streets. Oh, God smoke. Fuck Lil Mom. Oh, God smoke. Big freaky. Now what I said. Damn, them niggas all dead. Niggas all scared. The 6, they some hot heads. Shout out to my block head. The shit is in me.
Rapper Bayzoo knew the ramifications and the consequences of living a street life, living a thug life. That's right, wanting to be a driller and a killer. And he already knew and accepted the fate that he was going to be facing one day, being that if he was living by the gun, he was going to, in fact, indeed, die by the gun as well. And he was willing to participate in these deadly, dangerous street gangs out there in the trenches of Chicago, where Your ops can run up on you, walk up on you, jog up on you at any time and take your life in the blink of an eye, a gasp of a breath. And that's exactly what two gunmen did at a LKQ pick you part. It's a salvage yard, a junkyard, whatever you may call it, where you go get parts for your car. The 35-year-old rapper, THF Bayzoo, who was gunned down there in broad daylight 8 years after he was cleared of a gang murder, beat those charges. Like he said, he beat the body, and that happened to be the same title of the song that him and King Von recorded.
Ass up with hot shit. So he on that ops, you a witness, you get top quick. THF my block, bitch.
I told not to you, bitch ass.
Beat the body, now the trenches call me Rocky. Shout out the members, them my motherfucking partners.
Only to turn around years later and it's looking like somebody got some get back for something. Seems like the chickens came back home to roost in some type of way, being that Bayzoo even said himself that if you live by the gun, you're going to die by the gun. And unfortunately, it seemed like that's exactly what took place in his situation. Saturday, October 25th, 2025, around 3 p.m., broad daylight, Bayzoo and two unidentified males were leaving a LKQ pick-you-part store. Unknown to how the assailants, the gunman, had his location, the gunman was already awaiting on Bayzoo to come outside, and in front of multiple witnesses, two gunmen ran up on the three victims and let off over more than 20 shots, hitting THF Bayzoo twice in the chest, leaving a 35-year-old rapper dead. Two more men were shot in the ambush, a 42-year-old male and a 39-year-old male. 5 vehicles were hit with gunfire in that shooting. And this mayhem unfolded right there in front of that LKQ pick-you-part in that parking lot, like I was explaining. And Bayzoo's condition remained unknown until the next Sunday morning, when those close to Bayzoo confirmed his death as a result of that shooting. No suspects was arrested at this time for this crime. Now, as the online rumors started to circulate and people started to talk and give their opinions on the whole THF Bayzoo murder, people were saying, ain't no telling where this came from. Zoo had been in the field since 2005, and he had so many enemies. This could be some get back from long ago, maybe as far as back as 2010. And we heard that diss song that Zoo dropped, right on that Young and Ace beat, that Who I Smoke. And he was naming all of his ops on there, dissing them. So, you know, the ops are unlimitless at this point to who could have had wanted THF Bayzoo, affiliate of Lil Durk, no TF? Who could have wanted him dead? Was it just his time to pay up for everything that he was allegedly involved in? Now, after they announced Zoo was dead, there was an allegation surfacing online right after the death of Bayzoo, with an alleged shooter, alleged suspect, right, who went by the name of Lil Sam. And they were saying that he was one of the shooters that took out Bayzoo, and that Lil Sam had went live wearing the same clothes seen in the crime scene footage.
I mean, stop posting man on my shit, man. Man,
Yeah,
shit, man. Where you at? Where
I'm,
you at?
I'm on my way.
Where you at?
I'm on my way.
Hey, get some woods out of here.
I'm on my way, sir.
Big body thing, nigga.
Now that's the true definition of nasty work. And we've seen this before with Straight Drop, you know, in the Young Dolph murder trial, where they say he had on the same underwear that he wore in the crime scene photos of the suspects running away from Makita's cookies. And it showed the underwear of Straight Drop And he had those same underwear on after he changed clothes after the murder of Dolph. Wowzers. Yikes. That's diabolical. Now, as we all know, when these type of things happen, they have discussions online where people are stating their own opinions, and even some people going as far as saying that some people are actually snitching online, and with reports of claims to have been circulating online that the shooting may have been gang related. Several profiles on X, Twitter, seem to point the finger at one Bashville Crazy, which they said was a Black Disciple gang. The gang that these posts is referencing to is actually the Black Disciples gang, or BDs. According to rumors, a Black Disciple gang called Bashville Crazy from 71st and Wabash, Chicago, are allegedly behind the murder of THF Bayzoo. Allegedly, a person wrote on X. So somebody wrote this on Twitter. They're snitching on the internet, you guys. And this isn't new. Apparently, this is retaliation for a gang member named Man Man's murder. Man Man was allegedly killed for shooting and killing THF TP. This was echoed by others' profiles as well. So this is what people were saying on the internet, and what, people are seeing is, if this is what's majorly being said, then a lot of people are saying it. So it must have some type of truth to it. So this is kind of like the rule of, thumb when it comes to these types of things, and the rumors and the innuendo being spread about murder and things of that nature when it comes down to these type of hip-hop beefs in the music industry. So obviously this is another man that people were trying to distinguish, who was who from who, and was this the same man that was involved in the THF Bayzoo conversation, being that this man individual was gunned down by a THF gang member. With many internet detectives and internet sleuths trying to figure out if they figured out and solved the THF Bayzoo murder, right? Yeah, other people saying different things, and you had people saying that this was behind a Lil Zay Osama beef, behind some watches that were stolen. So some people believe that this was a reason, a motive for the killing of THF Bayzoo.
2 watches got stolen. About 5 lives got took. Now run and tell that. We trying to go for 10, nigga. 2 watches got stolen. About 5 lives got took. Now run and tell that. We trying to go for 10, nigga.
And it said that 2 dudes from THF stole some watches from Zay, and Zay said something like 5 people died because of it. Apparently THF-TP was one of the 5 bodies. So it seems like THF and Zay's gang are about to be in a heated war. TP and Zoo, THF is going to be gunning for some high members of Zay's gang. Now you have to keep in mind, right after the murder of Bayzoo, everybody had something to say, and everybody had somebody to blame. And one of the blames was a discussion on Reddit. Somebody said that DMG Lil Deuce was killed by THF, which happened to be the same gang that THF Bayzoo claimed. And it said, so I'm assuming that they killed Zoo for revenge. And DMG Lil Deuce was the homeboy, the partner of Lil Zay Osama. Okay, so this was somebody's theory as well, and many people do believe that this could have something to do with the situation also. Now, it was said that when Zay was locked up, THF couldn't stop mentioning taking his watches, and everyone was cool with it, like y'all can't blame Zay for what he was doing, when they antagonized him and reminded him of the situation every chance they got. Even if he wanted to let it go, they kept bringing it up and trying to act like they took it instead of stealing it and making him look like he was a hoe. And a lot of people felt like, this watch situation was definitely, behind the whole murder of TH Bayzoo. Now, many also were saying that, THF thought they can use the reputation and the beef with 051 and Bully Zay until he showed them and he was willing to lay belt behind those watches. And now the narrative is that Zay is chasing it when the whole time he was locked up, all THF was talking about in their songs was that watch situation and making fun of Zay. They just thought it was going to be another sweet lick, and those members paid the price with their lives.
Ask about him.
Yeah, the streets.
On phone now.
Niggas better make them some bread.
On phone now. Feet
Niggas,
kicked up.
Streets, folks. Niggas need.
I've been left the streets alone. You see what happened to people that's still in the streets?
They guys getting hit with that belt and that motherfucker leather.
You see what happened to people that's still in the streets? I've been left the streets alone. Leave me alone, bitch.
They getting hit with that BB Simmons belt. Hey Zig, you know why niggas mad, folks? Because they can't do shit like this with their life, folks.
I know. They gonna keep saying, Zay, Zay, come back to the rap. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to the rap on my show at the United Center.
Niggas can't feel me, folks. I'm in public with this shit, folks. My shit ringing right now, gang. This shit right now, gang.
I'm gonna come back to the rap. I'm gonna come back to the rap on my show at the United Center. Other than that, what is I'm coming back to the rack for? Niggas getting cheap ass BB Simmons belts put across their ass right now.
And in other street reports, they're saying that no, they just saying shit. THF actually said Zay and them got nothing to do with it, but they stayed thirsty to push the narrative dude died over the watch shit so they can make Zay look like some type of boogeyman or some shit. So this is what, many people felt like, and as I showed you, was many different narratives out there on who did what, and, nobody was sure who did it, right? There's still no suspects in the murder of THF Bayzoo and the shooting of those two other men so far. Now it was a huge war between THF and 6300, especially after Lil Deuce got killed and THF dissed him in a song. And we all know what that led to. More murder. Now, a lot of people felt like Lil Zay Osama was going to diss regardless if it was their work or not. Okay? And this is just what a lot of rappers do. They clout chase off to this drill rap, this trolling that they do as a form of marketing. And a lot of people feel like, well, nobody knows if Melly Way did that or DMG or BT, BG or 6300. So, a lot of people just couldn't call it at this point. But it was a lot of speculations and a lot of rumors circulating the internet. Now, being that Lil Zay Osama had a situation and a beef about his watches that were stolen and not taken, that was another false narrative that Lil Zay Osama wanted to set straight. Nobody took nothing. Nobody robbed nothing. They stole his watches, right? And when he went and recorded that song, he had a famous bar that said, told four of them up in the county they took them watches. Catch them, stomp them. I need me some new ops. Make Chicago fun again. Fuck it. So he was basically telling them, hey, man, these guys are spreading a false narrative. And when you see these guys, right, when you catch them, stomp them, right? And he's basically said these are all ops of his now. And it was getting to a point where people were losing their lives, allegedly, behind this watch ordeal. And Lil Zay Osama, as you heard in that live, he said 5 people had already died behind this situation. Now, many felt like this was a diss to THF Bayzoo when Lil Zay Osama said he's not in the streets no more. He doesn't go back to Chicago because a lot of street guys are still getting built, put to ass. And this is what happens when you're in the streets. So this was, looked at as if he was talking about Bayzoo. And also, given that he heard the online chatter and read a lot of comments, right, with people saying that he better stay out of Chicago now that this has happened, insinuating that he had something to do with this. Like, they just knew for sure Lil Zay Osama had something to do with the murder of THF Bayzoo somehow. And people say they want his head really bad right now. So this right here, you know, all goes along with the narrative that Lil Zay Osama has something to do with it. But it's also reports, like I said earlier, that THF is saying that Lil Zay Osama and them just chasing clout and they had nothing to do with it. Now, Lil Durk did not sign Lil Zay Osama, but he did give him an OTF chain, which led people to believe that Lil Zay was part of OTF and indeed signed by Durk, but that's false.
Well, everyone thought that you were signed to OTF.
No.
But you were never signed.
Nah, I never signed to OTF.
But you and Durk were close?
Yeah.
Okay, because
we did a song. He gave me the chain and shit. You know how artists be. They get niggas chains and shit.
Well, they think you're signed to OTF.
Yeah. So everybody thought I was signed to OTF, but I ain't never signed to OTF.
And when Durk homeboys took a watch, stole a watch from Lil Zay while he was sleeping, right? And I think it was 2 watches, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Durk told Lil Zay Osama that he respect his gangster. And he stayed all the way out of the whole watch madness. And whatever happened is what they're saying. And they're saying now THF Bayzoo is dead behind this. And THTP, they're saying that he was killed as well behind this watch situation. Now, many believe that Lil Zay Osama did get some get back for those watches. And even if they were fakes and not real watches, it was the principle behind those watches. And in the midst of the death of Bayzoo, Chicago YN was going viral for mocking Bayzoo, his death, that is, just hours after he was shot. And he posted a picture of himself at Walmart, looks like. It says, buy a 3.5 and get a zoo cake. You know, those little Debbie zoo cakes, zebra cakes. And so this was his way of mocking Zoo. I'll keep my eye to the news to see if he drops in the next 48 hours. Now, it was also alleged that Lil Durk had put $150K on 051 Melly head. And THF Raheem tried to collect that bag and he failed. And Melly killed Raheem. And Raheem, THF Raheem, was Bayzoo's stepson, according to the records. That's where that infamous video comes in out of 051 Melly and Bayzoo on live. 2 ops, 2 enemies. Don't get it twisted. These guys were not friends. And this conversation that we witnessed, this FaceTime between both of them, was them taunting each other, right? Like a friendly game of chess. But in the end, when they really seen each other in real life instead of over the phone, it was going to get real ugly really fast.
Yeah, they say like 33, folks. I'm down for the trenches, man. They know this. That's how it go. Live by the gun, die by the gun. For sure. I know that already. I ain't
So saying whatever you got coming to you.
I swear to God, I heard.
Don't be sad.
I heard a lot of y'all ass, but my son, I know what's coming to me. Y'all just gotta get there.
You ain't just say stop incriminating yourself.
I ain't got to say shit, bitch. I ain't saying no names. I heard a lot of you bitch ass niggas. You know that. They know that.
I don't know about that.
Tell them prove it. Tell them prove
I know
it.
that.
I know what's coming. Live by the gun, die by the gun.
Tell them don't be chased. So tell them don't feel sorry for you.
I swear to God, I'm slick of the grease. Huh? Huh? Say what? What you say? What you say, my boy?
I said, tell them so don't be sad for you, right? You lived your life. You did what you did. You gotta accept it.
I don't want no motherfucker crying for me, bro. Don't cry at my funeral.
So a motherfucker paint your dreads red, something. Don't cry.
On card, get wild. I need 20 for 1, you hear me?
Bayzoo had multiple run-ins with cops and had been accused of killing someone who was in a rival gang in 2014 before he was ultimately cleared. Prosecutors said the Collier approached Dominic Barnes, 21, on July 5, 2009 and asked about his gang affiliation before shooting him multiple times. He and a co-defendant allegedly dug through the victim's pockets for cash before running away, prosecutors claimed at the time. In court, state attorneys quizzed him about his gang affiliation and claimed that multiple witnesses saw him firing the shots. However, in 2017, a jury found him not guilty. In the years since that case, Collier was also hit with felony gun charges in 2 separate cases. However, the charges were dropped in one case, and he was found not guilty in the other. The mistakes that THF Bayzoo made shouldn't have been lacking, for one. Should have been alert, watching his surroundings, knowing that he was in Chicago where all these so-called ops of his were, and he made a diss song on that Youngin Ace, Who I Smoke, right? Talking about all these dead ops. So who knows who it could be, right? But he wasn't paying attention, leading to these gunmen running up on him at that LKQ PQ parking lot and gunning old Bayzoo, also known as Bay, down right there on the spot. So y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know if y'all think that this Lil Sam character is a suspect or not. Because many are saying that Lil Sam wasn't even there. He's possibly in a whole nother different state and he was just clout chasing, even with the money that he had in his hands, making it look like that was some type of payoff for the hit, right, on Bayzoo. But as we come to find out, I don't think that's the situation at all. And many people do not believe at this point that this guy, Lil Sam, had anything to do with Bayzoo's death. So until the next time, this is OG Jucario TV with the latest in rap, hip-hop, celebrity, and urban news. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spinning with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey, man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. You already know what it is, man. It's deeper than Buddha, her, you hear me? And guess what? I'm gone.